Hello, beautiful people. I am. Go get in your bed, bud. Isaac, go get in your bed. We're gonna try this again. Um, Nap time is a little later than it did. Hey, hello. Um, I'm a little later today. Nap time is later today, but I am here. Hello. Welcome. So I am Sierra and I'm writing my first book ever. I am not feeling my hair today, but it is what it is. Like I had tried to put it on a different side. I just need to say this out loud, but I did try to put it on a different side and I did not like it. But anywho, how are you? How was your day? Since you are here, I am about to get all our music and all the things set together. My children have touched my timer, so I don't have my old school timer today. But I will, what's the name? Hello. I will get everything together. What I have today is a little bit less than 40 ounces because I drank some, but this is filled up with water. I have my calming sleep balm. I'm going to put this on my temples. Well, not temples, my pressure points when I begin writing. I have my writing pad for everything that does not pertain to what I am writing about today and my pen. Then I also have a cookie over here for a snack. You might not be able to see that. Put my comb in my purse. And what else do we have? My laptop is in front of me. And today we are starting with 17,899 words. We did meet our goal yesterday. And I also, did I put my paper in my book? I think I might have moved. I wrote down all my stuff yesterday on here. No, it's in my black notebook. Here it is. Nope, that's not my black notebook. Okay, so hold 1 second. I have to go get my black notebook. I must have taken it in my bedroom, so I'll be back. Hey, hello. You are new. Hello, beautiful people. I am doing well. I am going, oh, my notebook is right here. I found it. Perfect. Okay, so I am writing my first book ever. Yesterday, I said that I was going to share with you each day the author's note to my book. The title of my book will come on 20,000 words. So I don't know which day, but probably by the end of this month. Let's see where we are. See, I got organized to not understand that I was organized. Okay, so our goal today, so 17,899 words. I want to write at least 236 words, which will give us 18,135 words. We're gonna see. Today I'm writing about, let's talk about the author's note first. And if you don't mind, will you put it in the chat where y'all are watching from? And I would love to know where you're watching from. And we're going to talk about this, Mia. I'll pin this so I'll remember to come back to it. I will pin your message and I'll remember to come back to it. But yes, let me know where you're watching from. What did you eat for lunch today? If you've already had lunch. I had a salad and some nuggets, and I have a piece of cookie left that I would like to have. My cookie is probably hard as a rock, and it is. No. I want to warm up my cookie, y'all. I want to warm it up, but I'm not, because I like baked it again earlier. You had a sub. Okay. What did you have on your sub? You said you had a roll. What is it? I can't see that. You had roti. What is that? I don't know if I know what that is. Pizza sounds delicious. A pizza sub. I don't know what those are. Are you trying to say chitlins? I do not eat that. I don't eat that. I do get down in the kitchen, but I don't make pig doo-doo, because that's what that is. I don't eat those. Um, I don't eat those. That is so funny. And I feel like that's a stereotype, but hey. I'm still not, I don't even cook that for myself. So I'm definitely not gonna bring that pig doodle in my house. And that's no judgment. Eat what you want to eat, but as for me in my house, we won't eat that. Okay, you have to go. Okay, see you later. Thanks for coming in and stopping by. Yeah. Okay. Good night. Good night. I don't know what time it is where you are. It is 6:13 where I am. What time is it where you are? I'm gonna get started. I just want to kind of get to know who is in here first. This cookie is the bomb. Even though I like rebaked it. Yes. Oh, thank you for that reminder. I am gonna do some music. See, this is why it pays to have the same people come. Because yes, I'm gonna try to play that music I had yesterday. Let's see, hold on. Oh, you took your music down. I mean, you took your message down. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Do I like Vince? I don't know who you are, Michael. I don't know who you are. And I don't know of Vince. Do you like Vince, Michael? Is that a person? Like, is that music? I probably can't play. I can't play music that has copyright. And so you won't hear me play the most popular music. Well, Michael, I'm just somebody. I'm not everybody. Yeah, I'm just somebody. I'm not everybody else. So Michael is asking y'all a question. I'll pin your message. So if they want to answer you. At your best, you are loved. Okay, so here we go. So you have somebody, Mia says that they like that. So I hope that answers your question. All right. Hello, Yasmin. Where are you tuning in from? And what did you have for lunch today? Egypt. Hello, Egypt. Let me know. Let me know. I told Mia this yesterday. If you are interested in knowing when I'm going to be live, then you can become a subscriber to my channel and you will know when I go live. I do not have, what do you call it? Like a specific time that I'm coming over here every day. I just have a goal of writing 20,000 words. And right now I have 17,899 words as of today. So welcome, Yasmin. So this music is about 27 minutes. That sounds amazing. I love a good sandwich. Is that Sharma? Is that how you pronounce it? Sharma? I feel like I might have had one of those in my lifetime. But I don't think I had an Egyptian dish. I feel like I had the Middle Eastern version of what you're talking about. Shawarma. Is that correct? I'm learning today. I love this. Shawarma. Now I want to know what it looks like. Okay. Oh, that looks nice. So I'm looking at it online and it looks something. Oh, it is a Middle Eastern dish. What kind of sauce do you put on this? I'm pretty sure it's a very we actually have a place here in Florida that makes these. Okay. Well, if anybody else wants to let me know where you're watching from and what you had for lunch today, you can put it in the chat and I will acknowledge it. Garlic sauce or no sauce. So I'm assuming that it is very well seasoned. Because with no sauce means like if you eat a steak with no sauce, that means the steak is amazing and it's not seasoned. I don't know if any of y'all might not know this about me, but I love cooking. I'm actually in a cooking class right now. So Yasmin, if you would like, I would love to try this and make this here. If you would like, you can send me a email with a recipe and I would love to make it and I will make a YouTube video about it. I love to try different foods. One of my favorite foods to eat is actually Thai food, authentic Thai food, authentic Mexican food. And then I also I haven't found any Middle Eastern, thank you for the hearts, I really appreciate it. I haven't found any like Middle Eastern food that I really like. I tried these, I think they're called, I don't want to get it wrong, so let me see if I can find it. I don't know what they're like. They look like it's closed from the top and bottom and there's a chicken in the middle. Yes, I do live in Florida. That's Sherman. Okay, that sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. But yes, I would love to try that, Yasmin, if you want to send me a recipe. I'm trying to tell you what I have tried. That it was like these little, like they're made up like this, and they like the shape of a triangle. What are y'all doing? Oh, just getting stuff out of here? You actually took a nap, your brother didn't. They're like these little pocket things. That's not what they are, but I cannot think of the name of them. But they have peas, potatoes, and some type of meat in them. And you dip it in a sauce. And I've tried, excuse me, I've tried chicken masala. I've had that in the sauce that comes with it. I've had butter chicken before. Yeah, I think that's, but I haven't, there's like a red based sauce that I'm just not, like, I like tomato sauce, but I feel like when it comes to different cultures' food, I like to taste the authentic. It is actually 6 in the evening here. What time is it where you are? This is so cool, y'all. Like, look at the power of the internet. We can be together at the same time, different time zones, but at the same time at one location. Midnight? Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, I appreciate you for being here. Wow, wow, wow. 12:22 at night. Insane. Well, I thank you for being here. If at any point you need to go get some sleep, good night. Y'all, I warmed up my cookie in the microwave, and this cookie is like hard as a rock. Mia, where are you located? Oh my goodness. I can't believe I recooked my cookie. Okay. Okay. That's fair. Mia, you're in Korea? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, I'm eating a cookie. A hard cookie. It is hard as a rock. I warmed it up in the microwave, thinking it was gonna make it soft. So Mia, someone, Yasmin wants to know, oh, you're in South Korea. That is beautiful. Okay. So I'm going to read y'all the dedication. Well, not dedication. I don't have a dedication yet. Matter of fact, let's write that down for my book. So that's what I am here to do. I am here to write and hold myself accountable. Today is March the 20th. Okay. So let's read. I'm going to pause this so that y'all can hear me. Let's read my author's note, which is like the 3rd page in the book where I write a letter to my readers. That's a pen. This is a Papermate Flare. My favorite pens. It's going to be fuzzy, but my favorite pens ever. I actually have this one. I have a couple of them. This one, and I have a black one. Yep, black one. I had a couple. My kids got a hold to them. I wrote with them a lot, so most of them I've thrown away because they were out of ink. But yep, my favorite pens ever, 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 ever. When they're dry is because they have no more ink in them. Okay, so here is my author's note. For my book, it is a women's fiction book that gel pens, yes, and mechanical pencils. So here we are. My book is going to be a women's fiction book with a little bit of romance in it. And it is, Mia asked yesterday, why do I write? I am writing for the younger version of me. It is a fictionalized story of some of my childhood experiences with some romance. And I specifically am writing for the younger version of me and for other women who may have had my experience growing up and feel as though they never got to talk about it or never got to experience it. What do you need, sweetie? I don't know, sweetie.
He said he saw it in your flower place. I didn't want to dig in there.
Okay. All right. So here we go. The author's note to the reader. Every person has an origin story of how and who they are presenting as. However, few people actually are curious to know where others have been, what they have been through, and how they have come to be who they are. I was inspired countless times to write my origin story through my love for reading. Books would quote, "Write the book you want to read. If it doesn't exist, create it." So here I am in a place of peace and acceptance writing my story. It is also important to me that no one tells my story for me, and I understand that I get to tell my story in a way that uplifts and represents my value of thoughtfulness. So I am choosing to write in a fictional way to not only protect others' privacy, but because it is indeed a beautiful way for the younger me to play in her imagination. That is the author's note to the reader. I am feeling so much better, and I appreciate y'all for being here because the first two times I read that, I didn't feel confident in what I was communicating. Although when I wrote it, I did. So saying it out loud just does something to me. But that is the author's note to my readers. And yesterday I did this thing since y'all are here. If you would like me to scroll and stop, and whatever I stop on, I will read. Put a 1 in the chat and I will read something to y'all before I start my 45-minute writing process. I'll give y'all a few minutes while I find a timer on YouTube because I need a timer. So okay, let's do this. Yes, I'm charging my phone.
You are?
Yes.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I was trying to charge the
Well, you have to wait because I'm using it.
What is that burnt smell?
My cookie.
Oh.
Okay, so I found the timer. That idea is really, really cool. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now that sounds amazing. It really does sound so fun. I would love to read more. I'm very intrigued. So is it a fantasy? Is it dystopian? You don't have to categorize it. However, I'm just asking because that will help my mind to come up with other things that are possibly going to happen in the story. Excuse me. Fantasy. I haven't gotten into fantasy books. I think I've read one. I think this is a fantasy book. I would love to see if I can find it on my bookshelf to tell you about it. I have Divine Rivals. I haven't read it yet. And I also read, what is that book called? It's about a djinn. Hold on. I'm going to get it because I want to talk about it now since you said that. Hold on a second. Let's see. Okay. So this book, Stardust Thief, is my first fantasy novel that I read. If you can't tell, loved this book. So I can't say I haven't read fantasy anymore. I have, but I haven't found anything else. Mia said, your tongue is on fire? Interesting. What's happening there? But The Stardust Thief is an amazing book. If you haven't read it and Mia, you're into it. Whoa. Yasmin, I would love to read that story. That sounds super interesting and intriguing because it's like, what all are you finding? What all are you finding? But yes, this is, have you ever read this, Yasmin? I know it's a lag, so I'll give it some time. But The Stardust Thief is amazing. Amazing, amazing. It's about a jinn and brothers. It's so good. Okay. Luel Al Nazari is I probably pronounced it wrong. Louis is a midnight merchant, a criminal who, with the help of her jinn bodyguard, hunts and sells illegal magic. When she saves the life of a cowardly prince, she draws the attention of his powerful father, the Sultan, who blackmails her into finding an ancient lamp. With no choice but to obey or to be executed, Loli journeys with the Sultan's oldest son to find the artifact. In a world where story is reality and illusion is truth, Loli will discover that everything, her enemy, her magic, even her own past, is not what it seems. I got to the place in this book where I was angry because I don't want to give it away any spoilers, but like it says, her enemy, her magic, and even her own past is not what it seems. Like, is not what it seems. It's very interesting. Most people say this story gives them the feel of Aladdin. But because I watched Aladdin when I was little, I remember the story. I watched the movie, but it didn't feel like Aladdin to me. It felt like if it did at any points, I would say it felt like an older version of Aladdin and then more details, because of course in movies don't give you the full picture of everything. But hey Zozo, shut y'all's door, please. But this book is so good. So if you want to pick up something fantasy and you're into fantasy as well, since you're writing a fantasy, I don't know, I don't read the same types of books that I'm writing, and this is my first one, so yeah. But I know that my time is limited. My kids are up. They're usually not up. They're usually having a nap, but they did not nap today. So I'm gonna get this show started. I didn't get any ones in the chat, so I'm not gonna read something from my story. If again, I'll say it again, and if y'all respond, then I will read something. But I really don't want to read something unless people want to hear it. Particularly because I'm not ready to share the full story yet. So if you want to hear something from what I've already written, this is unedited. This is still my first draft. Put a 1 in the chat and I will scroll and stop. And then when I stop, wherever my cursor is, I will read you that. Thank you. Perfect timing, bud. So is that a 1? No, that is a winning cup. Oh, there's a 1 in the chat. Okay, so we have 1. Okay. Okay. I'm about to scroll. Let's see where we landed. Okay, here we are. So I'm going to start reading, Yasmin. Give me a second and I will come back. Okay, so wow. So Um, okay. Okay, Mia, go ahead. And how do you pronounce your name? Sum, ah, Sumo Sang? What am I writing? I am writing a women's fiction book with some romance. And at this moment, I'm about to read. Um, I'm about to read. Okay, so here we are. And I said your name right. Okay, great. Okay, so here we are. So my body was changing. I had to go up another size in school shoes. I began using deodorant and pimples were invading my face. I anticipated the changes of becoming a sixth grader. The first few weeks of middle school were nerve-wracking, yet the teachers were understanding. I was being challenged at having more responsibility. I was not on a block schedule, changing classes 7 times a day while trying to remember where my locker was located on top of the combination to the lock. That was a lot. As weeks turned into months, I figured out a system that worked for me and memorized the combination to my lock. However, on the other hand, my emotions were all over the place. Thank you for subscribing. At one time, I could be found in the bathroom sitting on the toilet crying into my hands about having the wrong book for my third period class. And other times, I was smiling and giggling with my classmates. My personality began to be more rigid than concrete. I talked more and quickly figured out that if I was silly most of the time, that the little fires in my heart were becoming less and memories from elementary were not forefront of my mind. I was where I was I was Oh, I always wear my smile like that's gonna need to be edited, but that's okay. I'm not gonna edit it. I always wear my smile like it was a part of my school uniform. Being compassionate to others came easy to me, but for myself, it was work. I beat myself up for making a C on my science test, and when I had a hard time with algebra, I compromised my integrity on occasions to gain the likes of my peers by allowing them to copy the answers to my homework. I became known as a dependable and nerdy kid within our circle. However, what they did not know um, was that my stepdad was a teacher. So he saw it. He saw to it that I got my homework done and he even checked it for accuracy. Most days I worried about my peers, how my peers saw me. When I excelled in class, my peers would tease that I did not study. I just came in and took the test and did great. This made making friends hard for me. The thought of a friend group made me cringe. The attention was too much for me to handle. I then began to get teased about the size of my nose. I didn't allow this to stop me from being compassionate to my peers, but it did dampen the way I saw myself. I started to internalize their words. I was not following the fads of fashion, but where I could blend in, I did. My usual attire were skinny jeans and a graphic t shirt filled with the colors of the rainbow. Most of my weekends were swamped with homework, which worked for me because it gave me an excuse to not engage in the weekend activities with my peers. Woo! That was a lot. Um, that was a lot. That is Sarah Bell, my main female character. She is in middle school at this time, and she is reflecting on how in middle school, your body changes, how making the friend groups, and how she was having a hard time fitting in and finding her people. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Um, Sumo Sang, I forgot. I am so nervous. If you can't tell, I kept messing with my hands. I am so nervous about my story. Um, I would love to tell y'all the title of the story. However, I think it is going to be worth the wait because when I get to 20,000 words, I will share that. And right now I have 17,899 words, which means By the end of this month, I should be at about 20,000 words. So I really appreciate y'all for listening. Because I am nervous, I am adding some of this calming balm to my, it's actually my children's, but it worked last time I did it, to my arms here. I forgot to add it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's such a real story. It is. It is such a real story. I'm not even gonna lie. It is such a real story, and I want to do my inner child justice by writing exactly what she wants to write. And it is difficult. It is difficult. So I am finding inspiration in different things. Like right now I have an 80s play, what is this? An R&B chill playlist playing in the background so that I can write this next few scenes, because from college where I left off yesterday, hey Mia, from college, I what do you call it? Oh, I didn't mean to click that. She's gonna leave elementary school to go to middle school, just like we all do. And from middle school, she's going into high school, and from high school, she's going to college. So yesterday, where I left off, I was writing where she was going to she it was hilarious. I her and a guy were running away together. Sarah Bell, and I forgot the character's name. What is his name? I want to say it's not Cal. What's his name? Jake. Her and Jake are running away, and it's hilarious. I'll just tell y'all the scene, but I won't read it. So her and her boyfriend at the time run away, and this is a little bit of the romance. And when they run away, runs away from her home, and her parents are going out of town for the weekend. And so when she goes out of town, they're going out of town for the weekend, she just figures like, hey, I'll just stay out. And so the mom of Jake, she's like, oh, that's fine. She doesn't think of her as running away. She was like, she understands that Sarah Bell is going through a lot at home. So she's like, yeah, she can stay here. It's fine. But Sarah Bell is like, well, if I leave my car here, my parents may drive by and because her parents know where her boyfriend lives. So she's like, well, if I leave my car here, then they're gonna know that I'm here. So she came up with this idea to take her car to Walmart, or to a Walmart, to park it in their parking lot. That's like 15, 20 minutes away from his house, so that it doesn't look like she's there. Yes, it's drama. It's a real story. It's real life. And so when she comes up with this idea, she doesn't realize, like, her and Jake are like, okay, let's go, let's do it. He's down to do it. So she gets in the car, and he gets in the car, and he's like, well, let's just go so you can clear your mind. You have a lot going on right now. Like, she's not having a great relationship with her parents, and so this is why she's running away. And so he's like, okay, let's go. While we're out, let's just go to the park so that you can clear your mind. So they get to the park, and then his mom calls. When the mom calls, she's nervous, because she's like, have my parents come by? Like, she doesn't know why. And I need to write this down. She doesn't know why the mom is calling. The mom is calling because she's like, y'all said that y'all were going to go drop off her car, but y'all rode in the same car. And so her and Sarah Bell and Jake are laughing because they realized that they were just focused on getting the car out of the yard, and they don't have another car to be able to transport themselves back to. So the mom is like, hey, that's no problem. I'll meet y'all there in 15 minutes, and we'll just all ride back together. So it was a beautiful scene. I had a fun time writing it, and I didn't even realize that my inner child was writing that until we got to the part where I was like, how are they getting back home? And then the mom calls. So I absolutely love this story, because I am writing it. But if you're a writer, if you're a creative, I think you will understand this. I am writing the story, but my inner child is breathing the story in me, if you will. And I was telling my husband the other day, I was like, I love being a writer, because I get to make up the story. I get to make up the story. I get to say what's going to happen. And then it makes writing is worth writing, because it makes me feel like I need to live more. And it reminds me that I'm actually a living being who's having an experience, who gets to record those things and make up more stories. And so yesterday I went to Barnes and Noble to write, and I was just inspired by seeing spring. I was inspired by just being outside. And so I'm sure at some point I'll translate that to this scene where they're outside at the park, because I got to be outside at the park. And it wasn't the park, but it's like a walking mall, if you will. And so the beautiful thing about being a writer is that you experience this life and want to experience more life so that you can have more things to write about and be inspired by. And so, yeah, I am having the time of my life. If you cannot tell, I am having the time of my life writing this story. It is so much fun. Sometimes it's challenging because, like, now I want to get to 20,000 words, but I don't want to rush my process, but I do have a goal. So, yeah. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. That is so sweet. And I want to say to your comment that it's incredible and inspiring, and there's so much life in my work. I want to say to that, I live such a beautiful life. And I think that because I live such a beautiful life, it's going to translate in my work. Like I think that's what it really is. But when I was in this very dark place, I think I could have wrote beautiful stories. I just think it would have been more challenging because I wasn't experiencing life in grief is a part of our lives. I get it. But because I was in such a dark place, it would have been more challenging to write about beautiful things because I wasn't feeling very happy and excited about life at the time. So I'm going to screenshot this because I want to be able to Sumo saying, I really appreciate this. I want to be able to reflect on what you said. I really do. I don't take words lightly. I am a words of affirmation girl. And so when people say things to me as far as like, hey, this is great. Like when people say things that I can feel at a heart level, I appreciate them. So I want to be able to put your words on I'm going to start putting my comments up here. Y'all can't see this area right here yet, but I'm going to start putting some comments up here that I get from different people while I'm going live that are going to keep me inspired on my journey, because it means a lot to me that strangers can come and hear my work and see my work and say things to me because of something that I've shared with them. So yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's get some music started. The rest of this, the next 45 minutes, unless y'all have a question that you want to ask. Mia asked yesterday, why do I write? So Sumo's saying, if you have a question that you want to ask, I'll be willing to answer as I get myself settled in. I do have my timer here. And so I would love to answer your question as I get everything settled in. But if there's no questions, I'm just going to start writing because I do have a goal of getting to, what's our goal? 18,135 words. I have to write something down because I don't want to forget it. I have to fill up some more water. So I've drank way more water today than like before I even started writing, y'all. So this is going to be good. That's the rest of my water bottles, so that's good. Okay. This cookie just did not work out today. This cookie did not work out today. I'm gonna start this playlist over because we have to go back to so if you have questions, you can put them here on the screen. I would love to answer. Ooh, that is loud. I would love to answer questions if y'all have any. I'm still kind of learning my way around live. So, oh, I'll just put a question box here. So I'm gonna put this question. Ooh. I'm trying to move it, y'all. Hold on. I don't want it on my forehead. I don't understand. Okay, so I'm gonna put you're positive, motivating force. So I'm trying to write something in this box because it says ask a question with a question mark. Done. Let's see. There you go. So if you have a question while I'm writing and you want me to answer it and I don't see it, just put it in the question box. And when I get to seeing it, then I will answer you at some point in my process. So let me get my sweater on because I am cold. The experts agree. These viral pics are exactly what your space needs. Zoe and Isaac, Mama is about to, right? Can y'all please shut your door? You'll hear the timer go off when I'm done, okay? Say it again. Don't slam it, please. Okay. I would just say that if you want to know my children's name, go watch my YouTube videos. I talk about them all the time, but I do not want to say it in here. If you caught it, then there's that. I and Z are their names. But if you want to find out their names, you can just go watch a YouTube video. I talk about them all the time. But I appreciate you asking. My family is sacred. They are sacred. Okay, so the timer has started. I hope is that loud? Can y'all hear that ticking? Somebody is showing me all the love, and I really appreciate it. Is the music good? Like, is it loud? Can y'all hear it? Are these, if you want, put your question in the question box and I will, so yes, so let's get through, okay, y'all can hear it. Okay, so I have 2 questions. I'm going to answer your questions. Give me about, let me write for like 5 minutes while this idea is here, and then I will answer your questions. I do want to answer your questions. So if you come up with any other questions, and you want to stay here until I answer, then I will answer your questions. I'm writing your questions down in case I don't see them in a second. Okay, I'm so excited, y'all, to write this. Maybe I'll tell y'all, I'll write this on my paper. I'll read y'all my favorite sentence that I write today. And I'm going to invite one of my writing friends tomorrow. So that's not where we're going. This is not the, this is different time, but not a different, like. This is why I don't listen to this kind of music while I'm writing, because I'm all into the song. Okay, sorry, y'all. I'm gonna scoot y'all back just a second. Oh, I still don't what. His name is where, I don't know what that says. That's a great question. That is a great question. I'm gonna pin that. So I want to answer that question first. What you getting, sweetie?
The pink light.
Oh, it's in my room on the bed. Treat me so bad. I was all you had. Look in Drew's book bag. In here. Yeah. Y'all left them in the car. So they're both in there. Both of the blocks are in here. I don't know if you're trying to say something, but it's definitely not in English. Or either you're typing. Mia. It is 7 o'clock. Really?
Welcome to a moment of calmness from one a day. That's right, a calming moment from a vitamin brand. Wait, don't zone out yet. One a day multivitamins help provide nutrition.
I've been waiting my whole life to find someone like you. Find someone like you. Yeah, 'cause I've been beating my whole life to find someone like you. To find someone like you. Baby, I want this to last forever. Oh yeah. Baby, I Things like that's not the right word. It's not that word. I don't know if that's it either. So I'm about to answer some questions. I'm almost there because we're at about 30 minutes into this process. So I can't pause the timer, so I'll just keep going. Never mind. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear that one. But I do want to hear this one.
Just to say how much you mean to me. What would you do if I told you you were beautiful? Would you date me on the regular? Tell me, would you? Well, baby, I've been around the world, but I ain't seen myself another girl like you. This ring here represents my heart, but there's just one thing I need from you. Say I do.
Because I can see us holding hands, walking on the beach, our toes in the sand.
I can see us on the countryside, sitting on the grass like side by side. You could be my baby, and you think you're my baby. Feel like you amaze me, you gotta do nothing crazy. See, all I want you to do is be my love.
Maybe be me.
So don't give away my love. So don't give away another woman that can take your spot, my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away another woman that can take your spot, my love. What's the point in waiting anymore? 'Cause girl, I've never been more sure that baby it's you. This ring here represents my heart, and everything that you've been waiting for. Just say I do. Because I can see us holding hands, walking on the beach, our toes in the sand. I can see us on the countryside, sitting on the grass like side by side. You could be my baby, and you could be my lady. You amaze me, and you gotta do nothing crazy.
Since all I want you to do is be my beep. Thank you so much. Beep. This shirt is like doing the most. Hey. If you have a question, Yasmin, you can put it in the question box. And in a few, I'm almost to my I'm at the 30-minute mark with my writing. I will answer your questions. And if you want to stay to the end, I will be answering questions. You got banned. Did you say something weird? Beep, 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 beep. That's interesting. You think you got banned? Okay. I don't. So, do you think you got banned, or I thought you just went to sleep? That's interesting. YouTube bans people? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Okay. It makes me feel like I am occupied. Oh. Here I am, 'cause baby, there's nothing I won't do to make you move. Let's see what this feeling is, because we can be my friends. Oh. Is it this? It's not that, so it's not this. Let me just see it. Oh, okay. So Yasmin, your, just so I'm clear, your pronouns are what? Oh, let me put my thing on here for that. He, him. Okay. I appreciate you for letting us know. Hey, Princess, y'all, please. Okay. This is interesting. That's what it is. Give me a second. It's on. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I look ugly in this thingy.
You don't, sweetie. It is 7:23. And I am 30 something years old. I would say that. 30 something. All of these questions that you're asking can really be answered in my YouTube videos. I don't know what specific ones, as far as like these personal questions. I talk a lot. I talk a lot, and most of these questions can be answered. It's not that I don't want to answer them. Is that I want you to go at least watch one YouTube video. 1:24 at midnight. Wow, wow, wow. And you are still up. Wow. I just made 2 words.
I keep on wanting.
So we're gonna go to the other playlist that I have, because that playlist I listened to it twice. All right, your question down. I have about less than 15 minutes. I'm about to get up for a second. I'm gonna put a little sticky note on here and then I'll be right back. I do not announce that I'm going live. I literally just pop on YouTube and I just go live. And I am not here for the numbers. I am here to hold myself accountable to writing my book. And so those who want to join me, I'm always welcoming new people. So if you know someone who may be like wanting to watch my process and answer questions, then you can invite them to here. You can, hey, subscribe to her channel. She goes live every day until the end of March, sharing her book, because each day I'm learning that I am going to start sharing. Hey, each day I am going to start sharing more of my book. When my phone gets to 50%, I will give you this block, so okay. Once my phone gets to 50%, I'll give you this, okay? So yeah, to answer that question, I am not here for, I don't want 150 eyes on me, if I'm completely honest. If they come, I would welcome it. But I even get nervous even getting on live. It is very vulnerable to share my heart, because this is my heart that I'm writing. Okay, I'm trying to write this question down. I'm writing down a question that I see. Okay, I'll be right back. Give me just a second. I had to use the restroom. Oh yeah, so Sumo Sang is asking a question. And so I'm writing the questions down in case they get lost in the chat so that I can answer them at the end. It is we're at the 10-minute mark. I have met my writing goal, so I'm gonna go take a bathroom break. Be right back. Princess. Okay, so someone says they're gonna go. Okay, well, I will see you next time. Remember to subscribe if you want to see when I go live tomorrow. All right, you can get it, you can get it, you can get it. Cause I know just. Okay, so I have, yeah, I just had to use the restroom. I have been drinking, reality is I'm drinking so much. I'm either gonna go to bed or go for a little because I got a little bit tired today. Woke up at 7 and it's 1:35 right now. Okay, thank you for subscribing. I will see you. Please get some rest. Please get some rest. And I will see you next time. And if you want to, you can ask a question and leave the question in the question box and I will answer your question. And you can come back to the video. I'll put a timestamp in the, what do you call it? In the show notes so that those who've asked questions can get their questions answered. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna use these last few minutes to write the last little part. Okay. Let me see if I know. And I'm still wanting. Okay. I will see you tomorrow or next time. Okay, is it 48? Sorry. I don't want to block y'all. See you next time. I'm just gonna start this conversation. I'm at 48%. Give me 2 more percent and y'all can get it. I am. I gotta get the stuff out. Zoanna forgot to remind me. It's okay. We'll do it. Yeah. Just because that's how I talk to y'all. I'm not sure. People probably have things to do. I've been on here for a while, so I don't know. Are you asking me, do I speak Korean? I do not speak any. Ooh, I do not speak anything but English. I could probably speak a little bit of Spanish, not speak it. Well, yes, I could probably speak a little Spanish, but I wouldn't be able to hold a entire conversation. All right, so that's all I have to say right now. So I'm going to go ahead and start answering questions. When I finish answering questions, is when I'll be done live streaming. Yeah. I need to fix this here. So let's turn our music down and let's get these questions answered. Okay, so let's get our question answered. Okay, so the first question I'm going to answer is, first, let me say this. Right now, we have, is it 50? Okay. You need a block, right?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Sorry, guys. Here.
Thank you.
It didn't scare me today like it did yesterday. Okay, so my mind is too concentrated in your story and I couldn't stop thinking about it, so I came back. Okay, hello. Welcome back. Okay, so let me read y'all my favorite line from today, and then I'll tell y'all how many words I have. So let's see what my favorite thing that I wrote today. Okay, so this would be my favorite sentence. There are several favorite sentences from today, but I will read one. What was that? I don't know what that was. Okay, so my favorite piece of scene is he reaches up and wipes my face with his shirt, revealing his six-pack. He doesn't try to get me to talk. He grips my hand tighter and hugs me. Yeah. So I'll read it again. He reaches up and wipes my face with his shirt, revealing his six-pack. He doesn't try to get me to talk. He grips my hand tighter and hugs me. I want to edit something so bad, but I'm not. That was my favorite piece that I wrote today to the scene. All right, I have, let's see how many words we have. I need my sticky note. What is today? March the 20th. I have 18,378 words. Oh my goodness. My goal was 18,135, so we have exceeded the goal. Woo, woo, woo. You say, is this a true story? Did this happen? So this is a fictionalized story of some things that happened in my life. This is a part of the story that I'm making up. So this is a fiction story. Yeah. I don't know that I would differentiate between what's true and what I made up, but it's all fictional. So I beat my word goal today. Again, I'm so grateful. So this feels good to set this goal and exceed it. It really does. I'm gonna take this word count off because I don't usually have my word count on my screen. So yeah. Yeah, so it's very close to some things that happen in real life. All right. Let's get your questions answered. Let's drink some water and thank you for the congratulations. I appreciate that. So the first question that we're going to answer is Sumo Sane's question that says, your wall says, be who you need to be. Who do you feel you need to be, and how does it relate to the you now? So who do I feel like I need to be? Me, that's it. I feel like I need to be myself. And who am I? And who am I? I am Sierra. I like a lot of things. I am walking. I like to say this and I'm going to explain it. I like the sun and I like the moon. I like black things and I like white things, but I want things to be very clear and concise. I love a great conversation. I love meeting new people and having new experiences. I absolutely, hands down, will fight for my family. And I'll fight you about my family. But fighting doesn't always look the same. And let's see. So yeah, those are a few things. But I love nature. I love skating. I love all of that. So yeah. For the most part, that's who I feel like I need to be. I need to be me. And whatever that is me today. It can change in 24 hours. It can change in 12 hours. I cannot know something today and know it tomorrow. If that makes sense. Like, I can grow in a matter of minutes. I can grow in a matter of years. So who do I feel like I need to be is myself. And how does it relate to the you to me now? I'm interpreting your question as I used to not be myself, all of me, because I felt like I had to show different people parts of myself. And so I was in pieces. I was this over here and I was something different over there. Not completely different. It was all of me, but it just was not authentic. And now I feel more safe and more secure and more confident to be whoever I am. Like, if I am angry today, I'm going to be angry. If I'm happy today, I'm going to be happy. Now, am I going to show my happiness and my anger to the same people? Probably not. Like, there's people I feel safe to be angry with. There's people that I feel safe to be happy with. I don't feel safe to be happy with everybody. That's sad in some cases, but I know that now. And so that's to answer that question. So let's take this question down. What do you need, bud? Why? What are y'all doing? I have to do it when I get finished, okay? Okay, so that's that question. The other question that I wrote down that was here is, what do you mostly like doing? What do I most likely like doing? I really like taking care of my family. I really like being in my imagination. I really like cooking. Like, I mostly like and enjoy cooking a good meal for my family, making sure that they are well fed and nourished. And the same for myself. I like to polish my fingernails. I like to take care of my plant babies. So yeah, those are the few things that I really like doing. The other question that I saw is, do you feel the emotions in your stories mostly Do you feel the emotions in your story? One second, y'all. Okay, do you feel the emotions in your stories mostly before or after writing them? Throughout the whole entire process? No, when I get done. Throughout the entire process, I feel all of my, like, that is the thing. I am a very, what do you call it? Like, I don't have a problem with my emotions. I don't compartmentalize my emotions. I feel them. I feel them. And so interestingly enough, I feel my emotions while I'm like, if you didn't notice, no, Isaac. I feel my emotions when I am writing, when I am done writing. Like there's a scene that I want to go in and write more. And it made me a little sad to write. And I was like, I don't really know what this feeling is. That's what I was writing about. So I feel my emotions throughout the entire process. The other one I would say is, other than your inner childhood, what else would you like to represent or see represented in creative works? I think you're asking about mine, other than my inner child. What else would I like to see represented? I would like to see found family represented. I would like to see love represented, versions of love. I would like to see what is it? Women who are very sensitive and emotional. And by sensitive, I mean that they don't mind feeling their feelings. And they don't mind expressing their feelings and what they feel and when they feel it and how they feel. I want to see that represented in creative works. I would like to see more Black African American women being able to enjoy their lives, like simply enjoy their lives and frolic and be enjoy and enjoy things and indulge in things and be who they are. I would like to see all of those things represented in stories. Yeah, and the family, more family, and I think that's represented in some ways, but the Black family. So yeah, that is to answer the questions. I have been on here for a very long time, and so that was the questions that were asked. I'm going to try to save these questions, and I will answer them in a video in one piece. And so I will see y'all here tomorrow, and we'll chat a little bit before I get to writing. And then once I'm done, we will get to my 45 minutes of writing. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will be here again tomorrow. Yeah, bye.